I'm trying. I am. I really, really, really am trying. But it said, it tried to start a bad session or something, so I'm not sure what that means. We'll see if this stays on, okay? It's funny. I have most of my light source on this side over here. And, like, if you want full facial capture, I have to look over here. Anyway, is it working? I hope it's working. Let's see if it just keeps going. I'm supposed to be allowed to do this. So let's see if I can do it. Okay. While I sit here and wait, what I'm going to do, is I'm going to load up a little bit of music for today. We have 23 songs, I think, of Christmas music. You probably haven't heard. A lot of it is pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's right. It's pretty cool. Okay, hold on. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that. I hope you can hear it. Anyway, I'm still setting things up. I can't see anything at all, so I'm gonna have to actually cheat and use a different account that you guys are unaware of, just so I can like sneak in and see if I am actually live. Ooh, it says I'm live. Okay, it says there's 2 people. We got 2 people. I'm a success. Okay. Okay. It's working. I've got a chat loaded up. Kozu and as hi both you two, Gao and as 2 of my friends for the last few years. I hope you 2 are doing great. If you guys, oh, someone sneaky. Oh, hi Hayabusa, General as Death, and the Gozu Critic. So anyway, I hope you are all having a great Christmas. This is actually my first time I have officially streamed, and so thank you for going in. I'm just gonna sit here and babble and talk for a little bit, and I changed my background a little bit, so you got a little dot over there. Anyway, let's see. We're here for this iconic moment. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. I mean, come on now. I know a lot of us out there are alone today, and I wanted to get on earlier, but my phone's discharged on me while I was sleeping, and oh my god. Okay, so I tried some of this food I made. This is what I had for Christmas dinner, I guess, so to speak. Is I took basically just a 1/4 pound of ground beef, right? Put that into the skillet, and I cooked that up and browned it up. And then I added 1/2 a can of black beans and 1/2 a can of corn. And then what'd I do? Oh, I grabbed Pace Picante hot salsa, right? And I poured that in the pan also. And so I let it sit there, cook and reduce, and I had a bag of chips and I ate that. And so it's a lot of fiber and protein and a little bit of burger in there for some tastiness. Oh, it was pretty good. Here, hold on. Who else we got in here? Skybreath. Hi, Skybreath. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Yay, that's 6 people in here. We have 6 people in here. Oh, you guys are awesome. So I hope you've been having a good day. I've been, like I said, I put myself into food coma with that, those chips. But, let's see who else we got. I don't know. This is new for me. I have to go over here. So if you see me looking over here, I'm looking in my other phone from a hidden account that I'm just kind of keeping an eye on things. Let's see. This is my Christmas present. Aww. Happy Christmas. Actually, let me tell you. Actually, everybody who's here, go ahead and can you hear the music, or is it filtered out? I don't know. I want to find out, because it's kind of like, you know, a vibe. Today I ate fish and chips with my mom. Ooh, fish and chips. See, you said fish. I'm not a big fish person. Honestly, I try and avoid it unless I'm making fish tacos. Okay, I'm glad. Yay, the music's coming in good. This is a mix of a whole bunch of different songs from the last couple years. But they're fun, and there's some good ones, and, you know, some silly ones. But, you know, let's see, where was I? Oh, might as well tell you guys, since I'm just gonna be sitting here babbling, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get more people in on this, because it'd be more fun if I could communicate directly with you. I mean, I can look down here and I could see your, like I just saw fish tacos are great through, though I had to take time out to eat. Not as many places were open. Oh, for sure. There's nothing open today. One of the things I did want to say today is one of my favorite jokes. Okay, I might not be the best at telling jokes, but I have a couple that I really like. Okay, so, these are gonna be some Overwatch-based jokes, okay? Okay, let's see. See, I get all silly, I can't do it. Okay. Serious face. Okay. Okay. 2 Overwatch jokes. Here's the first one. What is Reaper's favorite dessert? Pie. I'm sorry, it's so stupid. I love it. Okay, so, you know, on a serious note, I've been playing a lot of Stadium, and one of the things I found out is that you can't have Bjorn or Torb for other people, but you can't have Bjorn and Lucio on the same team. You know why? Because no matter how much Bjorn keeps building them up, Lucio keeps breaking it down. Right? And that's the equivalent of the jokes I have in my head. 2. One of the things I found out is Stadium is sweaty. Stadium is sweaty. Like, the ranking seems more on point, though, like, this season, with Stadium, in Overwatch, because, like, although the progression is a little weird, I'm kind of shocked, it seems like people are, getting into the tiers that they're gonna have good fights. And that's really what it's all about. Like, ultimately, in the end, rank doesn't matter. It does. But it doesn't. And so, but that's one of the things I'm gonna keep going on, is I'm gonna keep doing my best to just get better and better, because honestly, my gameplay, I use Torbjorn a lot, right? Because I'm really good at Aerial of Denial. And so I'm controlling an area of flow against the enemy team. That doesn't always rack up the points. So, we just do what we can. Let's see. What do we got here in the chat? How you doing, chat? How you doing, chat? Let's see. Well, that's good that you found a my build that makes you happy, because she's been tricky for you. I know that. Let's see, Gal. When I play, it's just for fun. You can't just play games for fun. Like, it's competition. It's PvP. Just kidding. You can play games for fun all you want. But if you're ever gonna join in one of my Overwatch games, just know that we really enjoy playing the competitive side of the game. It's a whole different level. It's kind of interesting too, because when you're doing so much competitive and then you go out and you play normal mode, like there's my teammate as he missed this one thing. I was playing a little bit before he got on, and I usually go into Mystery Hero, and I got like first character, I don't even remember who it was, but I died pretty quickly. But then I got Bjorn, right? And I was just destroying everybody with Bjorn. Like, it was a completely different game. But it's because I've been doing nothing but Bjorn since he got released. So, love that little dwarf. He's pretty awesome. Let's check it out here. I need to get more into Overwatch. You know, Hayabusa, as great as Ninja Gaiden is, what I like about Overwatch is it's competitive. And, there's a lot of cheaters that you'll run into. Or sometimes the matchmaker's just like, you know what? Here's some top 500s versus your gold or platinum pro crew or whatever, and you just get slaughtered. And there's other times, actually, the biggest thing about Overwatch right now that's really irking me is team centricity. You know, we really need people to pick the same type of things. So tell me, everybody, since we're here on this more intimate level and I get to talk to you face to face, well, kind of face to face. I'm gonna look in chat here in just a second, and I wanna see what has been your favorite moment from this year. Okay? Can you do that for me, please? It's Reiko! Reiko, my bestie, how are you doing? Oh, it's so good to see you, Reiko. Merry Christmas to you too, sis. Poor Reiko. The first time I was ever on another broadcast, it was Otter from the Otter Space, and Reiko and I were on the same night, and like, poor thing, like, I focused on her for every single like thing. It was like, but it turned out I was actually calling out this other guy, but I never got onto this guy's, like, I never voted for him. So I turn around and I look and I'm like, well, I know Reiko. Reiko's one of the corniest people I know. Like, they'll take a potato and tell you how it's an orange or for some reason, and you're like, but I like that one. Oh my gosh, see, this model. Let's see, what do we got here? My favorite moment. Everybody's thinking about their favorite moment. Orange potato. An orange potato is a yam. It's also called a sweet potato. Good times. You know, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. And one of the reasons I'm going live right now is because I want to get used to going live more and more and more and more and more. And then that way, I could get more involved into the community. And now that I've hit that magic 1,000 follower mark, thank you each and every one of you who followed me or help people find me and follow me, because it really does mean a lot. I've been working on my stuff for 3-4 years now, something like that. I've been posting videos, and it's been a grind. I swear I got one video per follower. That's like 1,000 videos of me going, trust yourself. Always know that no matter what happens, you're loved. And you know, so that's when I'm speaking much softer voice. But one of the things I found out about YouTube is that they really like you to be loud. So I'm sorry if I got a little loud for you. I like to speak quieter and softer, and this is how I like to talk. But unfortunately, I have to enunciate my words a lot better in order for YouTube to be like, oh, good girl. And I'm like, yes. Okay, let's see what we got going here in chat. My favorite moment, I'm not really sure, Hayabusa. You're not really sure. Are you sure you're not sure? I think a lot of times people know their moment, but they just don't want to say it. Or something inside them is stopping them from saying it. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Flash. Is it Flash View? Flash. I want to say Flash View, but without the E. Flash Vibe? I'll call you Flash. Are you the Flash? Hi, Flash. Good to see you too. Let's see who else we got going. Don't talk to me about pineapple on pizza. Excuse me, just thinking about it. Oh, I'm so, Okay, here's what's wrong with pineapple on pizza. Okay, and, my friend, Dr. Synapse, we were talking, and she was explaining how the acid from the, the pineapple, that sweet, sour, I don't even know what it is, fruit. And, but when it hits the cheese, it causes it to clump and coagulate a little bit. And the whole pizza is just nasty. When I was gagging on that video, I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna play it up a little bit. No, I did not like it, except, okay, I'm gonna give you pineapple pizza lovers one exception, and I will try it again when I get to my next milestone of, I don't know, 1,500 followers. I'll try it one more time, right? So what I think that spice, like jalapenos, because I don't know if I showed a picture of the pizza or not. I think I did. One half of the pizza was pepperoni and jalapenos. Well, some of those pepperonis and jalapenos mixed with the pepperoni. Pepperoni and jalapenos mixed with the pineapple. Or at least the pineapple flavoring and stuff. And when I tried that, I was like, okay. There might be something about spicy pineapple pizza. That might be something I could try to get into. But overall, I was not a fan at all on how it changed the entire flavor of the pizza into a pineapple. I just don't like pineapple, Not a big fan of it. It's kind of like people who grapefruit. Why do you do that to yourself? Okay, let's go check in chat, see what's going on here. Let's see. We got Flash as pineapple pizza is a crime. It is a crime. See, as agrees. A super light cheese topping. Wait a second. What if you mixed the pineapple with a more savory cheese? If you're going to change it from I guess pizza savory, and then when you put pineapple on it, you kind of turn it into a sweet pizza, so you got a sweet and savory thing kind of going on. What if it was, you take, like, a really pungent cheese, like goat cheese or, something like that, and you mix that with the pineapple? I bet you that might, I don't know about that one. No, I don't want to try that. So pineapple works with green olives or ham. Green olives or ham. Ham is a given. I got ham on the pizza. Now, one of the things I think y'all did me dirty on, okay, was I did a poll to see where I should get this pizza from. And you guys voted the majority on Little Caesars. And they're the most... No. Like, one, okay, Little Caesars is great pizza when you're homeless, right? Because it's cheap, it fills you up, and you don't have to worry about spoiling because that stuff don't mold. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Why are you talking about cursed pizzas? I know, Kevin, I know. It was Reiko. She brought it up. Blame the Martian who's after our water, okay? That's just what happened on the subject. This is my first live stream, and I've never done this before, so I'm both a little nervous, and so I'm just talking about whatever I see go across in chat, so I can say hello. Oh, also, I hope you all are having a wonderful Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. This is a milestone for me. I'm really happy because the more I do this, the more I get to go online, and that's gonna be fun because then I can talk to you, and if I set up a schedule, well then my live videos just become my inspirational videos, and my lore videos kind of already happen because everything is lore. But if everything is lore, then what does that mean? Who's talking to you right now? That's really kind of weird, isn't it? I know, right? But sooner or later, eventually some people will figure it all out, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. But you know what? Is it okay with you guys if I talk about my year and how I got around here? Because yeah, a lot of people love Little Caesars. Little Caesars should sponsor me. Little Caesars is the best pizza in the world. We will never talk negative about that. Sorry. Gotta get as many flags as I can on there. Let's see. It's hit or miss. It really is. You know what I found's really good with Little Caesars? I worked for Little Caesars for a little bit. Add a little bit extra sauce. Actually, that works for about almost every pizza. Instead of light sauce, add just a little bit extra than normal. And it really changes up the profile quite a bit. Let's see. Pizza Hut, decent grilled chicken pizza. Is Pizza Hut really still around? Why? Okay. You order their thin crust and you get a disc of pizza and grease. And there's more grease than there is crust, and still really good. Don't get me wrong, but you know, let's see. A lot. You know what? Okay. I've been working on my pizza recipe since the Wii. I sat there. I started out with those Chef Boyardee home pizza kits, right? And I practiced and I worked on those. And, if my friend would come over and spend the night, I would make pizzas and we'd enjoy it and play games through the night. You know, it's just what you do. And, oh my God, fun times, really fun times. So anyway, one of the secrets to my pizza that I make now is I've been working on my own crust, and I need to learn how to make my own cheese. But with the mozzarella and stuff, I'm gonna have fresh mozzarella, okay? So anyway, okay. Sorry. I lost track. Pizza. I was talking about more pizza. So my sauce, my sauce I just couldn't get down. I tried different things. And one of the key things about sauce and when you make a homemade pizza is do not heat the sauce. If you see somebody saying heat the sauce, like cook it on the stove before you put on the pizza, don't do that. Don't do that. What you want is your raw sauce to evaporate on the pizza while it's baking. And that's what gives you that slightly wet, kind of top layer of the dough right underneath the cheese. And if you cook it right, oh, it's so amazing. It's so good. I can't wait to go out, when I have the ability to go out, meet you all, and make y'all pizza. I just want to go and meet everybody and make them a pizza. I'm like, hi, yeah, I'm Sell More, Lawnmower Girl, but here, have a pizza. Oh my gosh, okay, I like pizza. Let's see, homemade crust, homemade tomato sauce, and homemade cheese is God tier. Yes, you know what would be really nice is, from what I understand, the mozzarella, I might even be able to fake it. But, or at least, like take some and melt it and stuff. Oh my God, you know what's really good? When you sit there and, like, let's say you're making an instant ramen, you sit there, break out your roomy K-pop Demon Hunters, spicy ramen right there, and while you're cooking it, right, in that last minute, put one slice of American cheese on it. The cheese will dilute into the entire thing. Now, you only want to put it in what you're going to use for noodles and the amount of broth. You don't put it in all the water, because you know how you always throw some out. So wait till you boil it, okay? But once you put it on there and it starts melting and you mix it up, oh my gosh, it's so good. Since Lonnie, the best pizza ever. Oh, the best pizza ever. Yeah, I call it LMGs, right? Like, could you imagine you're like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go get some LMGs. Oh, sweet, I want some LMGs. Let's get some LMGs. Yeah, it'll be good. People show up and I'll be like, okay, give me 5 hours and I'll make your pizza. No, that's just kidding. I can make one in if I'm rushing it, about 20 minutes. Proper, like, that's from scratch to finished product, 22 minutes. But I like to take longer with like the resting of the dough and stuff like that. But, you can get a pizza pretty quick. This is a good song. The marketing is peak. Someone say Rumi and K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh, yes. You know what? Okay. When K-pop Demon Hunters came out, right? We kind of started looking at it when I was in Georgia in the later half of my trip. And we ended up, everybody got distracted and, there was like 8 people there and everybody went different directions. Like, there was an actual VTuber meetup of 8 different people plus one other guy. And, it was fun. It was really, really fun. And anyway, so that got put on hold. I came back towards Colorado. I got into my accident at the end of July. Apparently, from what people are telling me, I was in the hospital for a few days, but for me, it only felt like 10 hours, like boom, 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 and I was out. Like, it was weird. But anyway, that aside, so I sat there and I waited, and then, like, I want to say in September, I was like, I'm going to load up K-pop Demon Hunters and finally watch this. I became properly obsessed. Okay, by the time they got to the hot tub scene or the bathhouse scene at the end where they're relaxing, but then they all start bawling, I was crying right there with them because it was such an amazing journey. And for anybody who has not seen K-pop Demon Hunters, do yourself a favor. See it. It's an amazing emotional journey. Like, look at Hayabusa down here in the chat. I know this person for a fact just watched it for the first time recently. And by the time, and I'm calling him out on this because he's gonna have to admit it, by the time they were done with the movie, they're like, that was a lot better than I expected. And it is. It's a great story arc for everything that's going on. There's a lot of metaphor and things like that. Let's see what's going on here. Gal, you still haven't seen this yet? I haven't seen it. This is what Gal says. I haven't seen it, but I sent a picture of the standee of the ladies from the... Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I love that. Now, okay. I mean, who wouldn't want that, excuse me. Who wouldn't want that K-pop demon hunter standee, right? Like, that was just neat and cool. But you know what you could do is, watch the wind accidentally blow it into your trunk. No, just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. We always stay above the law. Always. Let's see what else we got going here. It took me by, see Hayabusa saying it took them by surprise. It really did. And I've watched that movie now probably about 9 times. And in those 9 times, I've cried every single time. And I get more and more emotional every time. And then I see more and more and more each time. With my degree in animation, one of the things that... Okay, here's the thing that stinks about getting a bachelor's degree in entertainment stuff, right? Mine was Bachelor of Arts in Media Arts and Animation. Is that they teach you how to look at something and totally destruct it. Like, look at something, figure out everything that's going on behind it, and then from there, you write a paper on it. I actually got a couple good papers on, what do you call it? The Matrix, North by Northwest. Those were the 2 main ones we did papers on. There were a couple other ones. Hold on, I'm going to try and adjust my lighting a little bit because I have to look over here. I have to look at you here, but I have to talk over here towards the light. Hold on, let's see if this helps. Whoops. Okay. Let's see if I can get some light going here so I can have a little bit more dynamic. Okay, what I'm really excited about... Oh, I am now blind. Oh my god. Okay, so I just set up a light directly in front of me on the side of, it's one of my phones, and I have the flashlight hitting me directly in the face now so I can talk to you without the lights just sitting there and not doing anything. So, I'm now got a permanent little, like, light glare moving around where I should be looking, and it's a little difficult. You know, let's see who else we got in here. You're smart. A bachelor's degree, that's awesome. Oh, thank you. You'll find that I've been pretty much busy every single moment since I turned 13. I have always worked and explored and always did my best to move through my horizons and see what I can do new, you know? And everything's going to, you know, I mean, if you really want me to lay down the path, here, one day when I was somewhere between 6 and 9, I was either 6, I want to say I was closer to 6 than 9. I don't quite remember the years because I was itty bitty. So my mom decided to bring home a computer, but no information, except for the books that it came with and a couple of the drives. And so I sat there and I hooked it all up and I looked at it, and there in one of the books there was it was talking about basic programming, but all I cared about is that in this book of basic information or language, there was a demo program for a Tron light cycle light game. And I was like, oh, well, that's neat. I love Tron. And so I was like, okay. And so I sat there and I just started copying it note by note, or note by note. I started copying it by line by line into the computer, and eventually I got it working, and it was a little Tron light cycle game, and it was really fun. And then my mom saw how inspired I was by it, that she got a different computer in another year or so. Oh, pardon me. I'm a little sick, so I apologize. So my mom, she brought home another computer in a couple years, and I sat there and I was looking at it, and this one did not have any documentation. It was just a computer. So I had to sit there and figure it out step by step. I took what I learned from making that Tron game and I tried to figure it out, and I taught myself basic programming, and I made my very first animation ever. And what it was imagine pixels that are big blocks, kind of like the old Atari kind of look, because I was teaching myself, so I was a little rough. So anyway, I figured out that I could map them if I used like grid paper. I think that's what they call it, grid paper. And if I map out, like, I was like, okay, so there's this many pixels across the screen going across and this many going down. And then I would use that as a map on the grid paper in order to draw something, right? And then I found out I could, each time I refresh the command, and if I move the pixels over a little bit, I can make it look like an animation, right? Now keep in mind, I'm like 7, 8 at this point. And so I make my very first animation, and what it is, I made a half pipe, and it was just line. It was just 2-dimensional. It wasn't depth or anything like that, but it was, I made a half pipe like U, and I had a skater, and they went down I had them animate going down the U and back up, and then they fell off. And that was it. That was my very first animation I ever made. And then I learned, someone told me about high res. And I was like, high res? And they're like, well, yeah, if you program but you use a different type of wording, you can program by the pixels and not by these blocks, not by the bits. And I was like, oh. And so I spent the time, and I finally figured that out. And then that's when things started changing a lot. Like my interest in my designing a world that is everything that is known, now it's known as Lawnmower Girl. But just give you an idea, I've been working on my lore since I was 6. And so anyway, I sat there, and we're going to skip ahead. Now I'm in high school, and high school, they just got a brand new computer into the computer lab, right? Now, I'm a proper nerd, a proper dork, okay? I'm a nork. And to give you an idea, socializing has always been really hard for me. People say I started out as an extrovert, but I tend to get introverted at times, so I kind of switch back and forth. And the Nintendo Switch, what a heartbreak and love all at the same time. Anyway, I sat there and I made an animation. I was like, this is my chance. I have a high powerful computer. I can make an animation. So what I'm gonna do, I grab, I make like a Starship Enterprise like thing. I call it Davincia, and that all these names play into my lore somewhere. But anyway, I made the ship. I called it Davincia, and I made a Klingon bird of prey. And this is all 3D models in the computer. I made a photon torpedo. And you know how I made that? I took a sphere, and I made sure I had a whole bunch of surfaces, right? A lot of faces, so I could pull out vertexes. So I would pull out a bunch of random vertexes to make it look like a star, kind of. And then I would make them go in and out, animating wise, and then I just spun it as I shot it out. And boom, photon torpedo. Anyway, the Klingon bird of prey dodged the torpedo, and then I used a sound clip of Arnold Schwarzenegger saying "Hasta la vista, baby," and then I had him do a warp, and all it was from the very front of the screen. I just shrunk it down really, really quickly. I offset it off onto the left a little bit, off into the distance. And once it got to that magical spot where it almost vanishes completely on the screen, I took a polygon again, and this time I expanded just the corners out to make it look like a starburst kind of thing, and it just vanished, and that was the end of that. And that was my second animation. Then I went to go get Cisco certified. School, I have to admit, high school boring. But you know why we go to school is so that they can teach you how to learn for yourself. And I already learned everything I needed to learn. Like, I was like, okay, I need to move on, keep growing. So anyway, I got certified with Cisco, and then I got my degree. And then, during my degree, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna reflect. Oh, this is a good song. So, going to college, they actually formed a class around how I think and how I get through things. And I also, by the way I performed and the way I did things, they changed their curriculum for the storyboard class to include things that I did in mine, right? In my presentation. And so that was neat. That's kind of like honoring and all that. But here's what I learned also is I was helping a lot of people, a lot of other students trying to get their demo reels and stuff like that together. And this is, I want to say 2007, trying to get reels together. And I helped everybody. Everybody came to me because I was the idea person. I was the one who saw things differently and figured out solutions to problems and better ways to do things, right? And when it came time for them to help me with my stuff, nobody was there. A couple of the teachers were, and I appreciate them very much. But no matter how much you help or are of value to other people, they might not value helping you. So you gotta make sure that you always got your best back. And that's part of the lessons that I've been learning. And now, fast forward to, gosh, there's been so much. I almost got hired by Rareware one time. This is 2012, something like that, where they called me at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Like, it was an obnoxiously early time, and they did not have the signals or the schedules synced, so that didn't go through. But that's fine. I don't mind, because the way events happened in my life was that in 2019, I was driving a brand new Nissan Leaf, and, well, new for me. It was actually a 2012 model, but it was new for me, and I liked it. I like the Nissan Leaf. I really do. And so anyway, in 2019, I'm sitting there and I'm going down to the Uber offices because I do Uber driving, Uber eating, all that stuff just to make money and stuff like that, because I like keeping myself busy. And so anyway, I'm down there off near 6th and Ironton. The address doesn't really matter. But anyway, I'm sitting there and the light turns green and I start going. And this truck in the turn lane who is turning left. Now, in the United States, people turning left are in the most amount of accidents. Just, that's a true fact. You can check that as many times as you want, but you'll find that most accidents occur when someone's doing something that involves turning or going left. Anyway, this guy in his Dodge Ram carrying a lawnmower. Now it's all coming together. He was carrying a lawnmower service trailer with a whole bunch of heavy equipment and stuff, and he went through the red light. He smashed into my Nissan Leaf, and you know that bar on the right where your head is? Yeah, that's where I took a little bit of damage right there. That one hurt. Maybe lose my memory for a little bit. That was a scary time. But it was also a series of events that triggered into me getting falsely evicted and into van life in 2019. Okay? So now I'm sitting there. Now, in 2019, I have already worked for Spaced Out Radio, where I was in paranormal radio, and I was researching medical uses for virtual reality and many things to benefit the quality of life for people who are bedridden. I did so much research on an account that Upload VR actually invited me to the Consumer Electronics Show one year. I couldn't make it, so they passed the deal on to somebody else. But that's okay, because I'm still doing my full-time job. I'm doing my gig working, and I'm doing my research, because I've been doing all this research because I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. And so I started doing a little more and more research into animated characters, because if I'm in van life, then I have limited resources, right? To give you an idea, I have a solar power setup that it'll drain quickly if I use it for like my laptop or something like that. So I gotta be very sparing on it. Although I do have it nice and kind of mostly charged, winter time, so not as much light. That's all aside. In 22, I got the MetaQuest headset. Now, I've already had headsets before. I had the Oculus SDK original kit. I had the Oculus Gear VR from Samsung that you strap to your head with a Samsung Note phone. But the Quest was the beginning of a dream that's been around for a long time, to just get into VR and have fun. So I started creating my characters. I even did, I watched Ready Player One just to see how close they were. And believe it or not, Ready Player One actually mimics all modern day technology in that movie. So everything they do in that movie is pretty much possible in day life. Like there's catwalk VR for treadmills, haptic vests that hurt, all sorts of stuff. So anyway, I kept working on it, and eventually, now, okay, how can I talk about this? I gotta be kind of gentle here. When I made a decision one day that people were no longer going to take advantage of me. If I can sit there and help people and inspire people, I was, just to give you an idea, while I was running my friend's Boost mobile store during COVID, right? I had like 8 different religions come by, and they would just come in and want to talk to me. They didn't want to buy anything. They just wanted to talk with me. So Catholics, Judaism, Mormons, Catholics, Christians, just a whole bunch of people. There was people from India and stuff. That's really weird. I never quite understood why they did that. And then somebody from the Catholic religion called me the untier of knots. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. And they gave me a rosary and stuff like that. And that was just one of those times. But it was during these times that I realized that I was being taken advantage of from a whole bunch of different directions. And it's been happening my whole life because, see, I was so nice, and I am so nice, that even if people don't mean to take advantage of you, they will. And so I had to make the decision. I was like, no, I have to look and take care of myself, and then I can take care of other people. No more. From this point on, I am going to take care of my inner core first before I help others. Because, I already died back in 2012 from what was that, H1N1 virus? I think it was 2011, somewhere in there. Whenever the H1N1 virus was. Big moment in my life. Anyway. So I sat there, and where was I? I gotta look in chat real quick. I kind of spaced it. Hold on. And I have a stuffy nose. Let's see. Oh, please. No, my stories, when I tell you my stories, okay, my stories are not to make you sad. Yes, I pull everything from what I've gone through in my life. There's so many hills that I've had to go up, and when I tell you a story, and yeah, it might be sad, but I'm pulling on those emotions that I've gone through, because by the time I'm done with it, I'm hoping that you will take something away from it that you might not remember right away, but maybe later on in the future when something similar happens, that you have an inkling, a little spark hiding in the back of your mind, and that might be a source of strength for you. Because when I made that decision to no longer let people take advantage of me, that's the day I launched Lawnmower Girl. She was created that day, and it's been an incredible journey ever since. I know I was going to start talking about this year, but I had to take you through a couple of the little steps before I got here, just to give you like a roadmap. There's so much more I haven't told you, but we'll save those stories for other times. Oh, I love this song. Oh, this song. Okay, anyway, so Lawnmower Girl was born, and that's when I started meeting a few of you, like Gal. I think I met you first out of everybody who I see in the lobby right now. No, Star was in here. I met Star. Hi, Inabian. How are you, Bunny Senpai? How are you doing? Who else is in here? Oh, there's Scanner. Hi, Scanner. Welcome in. Oh, I know. Hugs. I can't imagine losing a loved one like that, except for my dog. And some people say it's not the same, but I get it. I do. Y'all saw how much I got wrecked over Dot passing, so my heart goes with you. Let's see what else we got. Are you kidding? I live off of the jokes like that. Oh, I don't know. I think you guys are off on a different tangent. Let's see. Okay, so I'll just let you all keep talking. Anyway, in this last year, I started out with a goal, right? I started out saying that I wanted to continue to refine and get back my old traditional animation skills. So I started simple. Like you'll see, like throughout the year, I did multiple projects, right? Well, those are all kind of leading into it. See, I started out with Selmore versus Santa Claus, and I love that one. It's so fun. But the idea was to mostly do animation in that one, kind of simple. I wanted to get more complex as I went through everything. So the first one was working with backgrounds and learning the tools and animating stuff like that, back and forth and editing and all that, and writing the songs and stuff. And that was part one. Now part two is coming up. And I hope y'all see it, because the specials are very core to my psychology, because I did a deep psychological dive into myself, And so Santa versus Selmore, Selmore versus Father Time, and then you've got Cupid's Play that comes up in February. Those are all just one story. And the second one, what's coming up? The battle against Father Time. See, the first one ends and you see me walking off into the snow, and then it picks up immediately in Father Time from that spot where you see I come across a cave of the allegory. For those who are versed in Joseph Campbell's A Hero's Journey, that was a direct representation of the Cave of the Allegory. So in there, I had kind of like a battle with time, and by the end of it, I had assumed the role of Father Time in a way, with his powers and stuff like that. But it's you have to watch it to understand. And then as I move out, and after that one, it goes into Cupid's Play. Now, in the second one that's coming up, the Battle versus Father Time, you'll see two characters that are animated, just like this. And that's me doing the best I can, trying to make sense, trying to get everything going in editing. But I improved and I kept working. And then by the time I got to the third special in Cupid's Play, which Dr. Synapse called my magnum opus, and it was the culmination of everything. And by the time I got to the end of that one, it was really complex. And that's how I evolved into this blue form. And that's what you see in front of me. I honestly just started rambling. Do you guys have any questions? Please, let me know if you have any questions. I could just sit here and ramble and talk, but, so I'm gonna let you guys, see if you have any questions for me. So anyway, while you come up with questions, I'll continue. I started this year, and Dr. Synapse gave me Blue as a fan model, and it helped directly inspire me and figure out how to get through the story to where I needed to be, right? But during that time, she put out a challenge to everybody. She was also known as Altaloon at the time, and she put out a challenge to do something that you have not done, something that you might be uncomfortable with. Put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, kind of stuff. And that was in spring. So I got to the point where my job I had been working laid everybody off. I've been looking for jobs. I had money saved up. So I decided to get a car. And what I get? A Nissan Leaf. Because I love the Nissan Leaf. And, you get people like me who's like, I want to take it across the United States. Because even back when I had my 2012 model in 2019, I planned that out anyway. I was like, because that's just something I want to do. I love exploring, and this is something I wanted to do. And now I got someone who, a friend who is directly challenging me. So I took that challenge, and I got to the point where I'm tired of living in van life, and I feel gross. Okay, I'm at the point where I need to get reincorporated back into society. And so one of the hopes was to find a job in Georgia, and look into moving out there and stuff. And while I was out there, I had a great time, and I started traveling back. Now during this time, I released that series Lonnie. Like, you remember Lonnie? Well, that's all part of the lore too. And unfortunately, due to the accident, I was unable to continue it. It is a large mental undertaking because, see, what I did is I took one moment And each time I added a new episode, I changed things in the intro and in all that stuff, and I added to it. So I was always changing, it was always growing. And the idea behind Lonnie is it's a series of everybody's caught in a loop, because Lawnmower Girl is all about breaking loops, right? And moving forward. And so that went on to hiatus, along with working on my traditional 2D animation skills. But that's okay. I wrote like a whole bunch of songs in that time. I've been recovering for, let's see, August, September, October, November, 5 months. 5 months ago it happened. Crazy, right? Like, 5 months ago, I was almost not here. And it, okay, 5 months ago, I almost didn't have a chance to say hi anymore. And it's heartbreaking, because I have so much I want to say. And each and every one of you has been so amazing. That's why I always say you're amazing, wonderful, and great. Because it's because of you that I was able to maintain the target, to move forward to where I am right here. And look where we're at. Yeah, I've released a song or two, and I've done some silly videos. I've been enjoying talking about the video game industry. If you guys would only tap my information, I've spent my life absorbing as much information as I can. I'm an observer. It's what I do. And doing those game sips, that's my chance to kind of squeak out my little thoughts. And I look forward to working more with those, along with each and every one of you, because imagine a world without Lawnmower Girl. All my archives just sitting there, waiting to be discovered. All those lessons. A phantom that vanishes into the night. Well, I guess in this case it almost was the daytime. And I'm here. And it's been painful. I don't think you understand. I have dealt with pain every day of the day. Every day of the day of the day. Every day, every night. But each of you has stepped up and said hello. And you prayed for me. And thank you for those prayers. Because it's that target. It's that wanting to be here for you that gave me the drive to keep going. And now we're here. It's Christmas. I'm on my first live. I almost wouldn't have been able to do this. So I don't want to wait anymore. I just want to have friends to talk to and to inspire. And I think we can do it. Oh, that song got me all dusty-eyed. I'm sorry. It's crazy, right? But we gotta be happy. We don't gotta be, but it's good to be. Because when we're here and we're talking, and you guys are even if I'm just creating a lobby for you to talk in like you're doing right now between each other, it makes me happy. Because it's all about connections. and bonds. And yeah, people are scary. I get it. And oh my gosh, there are some of you who have come to my defense also. And thank you. I just want the best for everyone. So let's keep doing it, right? We got a whole nother year to work on this. Now that I'm going live, we can sit there and move forward together. Some of the things I plan on doing, just to give you an idea. I've been working on wanting to get my stuff into VR. It's just a challenge. Like I said, I don't really have the power to run my laptop for a long amount of time in order to convert my models. Once I do, that's going to be a whole different level. Now, I loaded up into VR chat, and apparently I have a very adult pink model that was loaded up, and I'm glad I didn't go live with it. Let's just say that there was a bunny right there, right, just nestled, just right there, and I'm like, I don't remember this, but maybe I bought the model when I wasn't quite, mentally there. I don't know. But I'm not showing you that model. I might. Maybe in a joke. Oh no, I can tell a joke. Let me see if I can tell a joke. Let's see. Oh, why is Worf of Star Trek the fastest runner? Because he's always running at Worf speed. Sorry. When you're a dork, you're a dork. I'm sure a couple of you will enjoy that one. Let's see. Oh, Reiko needs her water. She's still here. Aw. Yeah, right. Like, okay. I have my future ahead of me. Let's look at it this way, okay? I'm done crying. I was crying just a second ago. Okay, so let's look at 2026, okay? We can do so many things. I'm going to be going live a lot, okay? Now, I'm going to make a community. I want to build this community. There's so many things I want to do. But, like, look at the group of friends we have, okay? You all know who you are. There's a lot of us who enjoy the classic games more than new modern games. Yeah, new modern games are fun. But the classic games, that's where they're at. And imagine if we had a community, a space where we could meet. And I'm not talking about Discord or I'm thinking like a website or something like that where we get together and, it's a classic gaming communion, the GCC. I don't know. I just think it would be fun because that way we can kind of grow our community together and just explore, because I've played so many games that a lot of them are like, I ran a video game store for about 3 years, and during that time I owned almost every single video game and system out there, or at least, I hit a lot of the good notes. And there's one game I've been trying to get Star to play is Reiko Star, everybody, by the way. She's pretty awesome. She plays a lot of classic games and tells corny jokes and is definitely not out here to steal our water. Reiko Star, they're in the chat right now. Go give their channel out a look. Scanner's here. Scanner is another classic video game player. Scanner 51. On his channel, he plays more of, for me, it seems like the 64 era, where Star is like before that era. And so, and then you got Video Game Junkie, right? Video Game Junkie. I don't even know if they're here, but they've been playing and dabbling in VR. Now VR, okay. I really want to play in VR. I have a Quest 2 and a Quest 3. And let's have some fun. Now, unfortunately, some of you are unable to. Oh my God! Okay. Okay. So, Ian, Stucky, he sent me a box for Christmas, okay? Hold on. Okay. I have 3 cards here. Okay, one thing you will always learn about me. I love cards. Cards are amazing because they usually are picked or written in by people who cared to do it, and that's just amazing. So it's like carrying a piece of you with me, right? Now, here's the first card from General Esdeath has also sent me a couple Christmas cards over the last couple years as well. But Ian, he had a card in here from 2023 that apparently got rejected. And I want to read this to you because I love this, right? And it says, "It doesn't make sense that the world keeps spinning when it feels like everything around you is falling apart. How the ordinary things take place when nothing will ever be the same again." Will nothing ever be the same again? It was a question. "These are definitely not ordinary days. And what matters most right now is you. So be good to yourself. Wrap yourself in memories and do whatever it takes until your world makes sense again." And he signed it with a personal note. And I will not read those personal notes because, they're personal. And then he sent me a birthday card, which I cannot open. I celebrate my creator's birthday on January 4th. So, P.O. Box 100-593, Denver, Colorado, 80210. No, 80250. No. Oh, wait. What am I talking about? I've got the address right here. P.O. Box 100-593, Denver, Colorado. And that is zip code 80250, I believe. Anyway, thank you so much. Now, he also sent me, check this out, some sugar cookies, like homemade ones with the icing on them and stuff like that. Ooh, I love those. And some fan art. Okay, I love fan art. So as soon as I can, I'm gonna post up the fan art. Thank you, Ian. I love it. He got Charlie in there. And Charlie's a little on the back burner. Gotta keep her in the back of the brain. Otherwise she takes control. And we can't let Charlie take control, can we? No. And then they had Sully. And for those of you who don't know who Sully is, she was a Neko Catgirl maid outfit that represented innocence of youth. And Charlie and Sally and Selmore equal me. All of us together here in one avatar. So just give you an idea, that means technically I can separate into 3 different personalities. But we'll deal with that when that happens, because it depends what's happening. But once again, Ian, thank you for the Christmas cards. There's a second one for this year. Now this one's awesome. You guys can't see it. Maybe I'll post the pictures later, but it opens up and you see a gingerbread town. And this one says, "Hope you spend the holidays in all the places that make you happy." And I am, because being with all of you here right now makes me so happy. I don't think you understand. Because you make any place happier just by being you. Aww, Merry Christmas. I really appreciate that. It's such a lovely card. So anyway, I just wanted to share. Thank you, Ian. Really, 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 really. And as for the cards you have sent me before, thank you very much too. I appreciate that as well. Okay, now it's time to check in chat. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, there's so much. How do you guys even do? Oh my god. What? Okay. Why didn't you all say that you could see everybody else through your camera? And why are y'all naked? Just sorry. Sorry, I make myself laugh. Let's see. Oh, I'm just having fun. Let's see. Were there any questions? Did anybody have any questions for me? I wouldn't mind answering them or talking if anybody wants. Does anybody have anything they want to say? I can't see you. There you are. You should really not just be wearing boxers. Oh, I love you guys. You're all awesome. Sky Breath. Let's see. If I didn't say hi, Sky Breath. Hi, Sky Breath. Let's see who else we got in here. Had me in the first half. VR is fun as you know what? Here's how I'm gonna explain it. In the late 90s, there were a few VR things happening in arcades that as a kid you just would love because you get strapped into these things. There was this big red one where you and 4 other people or 3 other people would get together and you would play games like, oh my god, okay, there was this one VR game, and I don't know if it's really VR or augmented reality or both or whatnot, but I want to say it was in 95, maybe 96, somewhere in there, but it was called the BattleTech Center. And imagine going to an arcade, and when you walk in the arcade, you see this big box, and on the inside of this big box is a billion buttons that are all lit up, and every single one of them does something, and you have readouts and heat sinks and everything, right? They seal you up in these pods, and you are now in control of a battle mech, and you're like, and you have fun shooting your friends and stuff. And then at the end of the game, now Dave and Buster's are the people who had it, and they give you a readout of your report and all that. And back then I used a code name for my mech. I called it Rathelfrog. And good times. But anyway, VR. Here's what's really important about VR is that it's the way the human brain works. Okay, when you're in VR, have you ever noticed, if you're watching someone in VR, one of the first things they do is they look at their hands and then they wave them around and stuff like that? What's happening is their brain is making the connections, and the more you do it, the more you feel like you're a part of that reality. And you're no longer a person wearing a headset, holding controllers. You're interacting in a first-person basis, and it becomes natural. And it'll even get to the point where if someone touches your arm in VR, you'll feel it in real life. That's called phantom touch, which is 100% a real phenomenon. And it's just how the brain works. So you gotta let yourself get lost into these worlds, right? When you're there, I showed Alien earlier this year, in early October. I did a little clip of Alien, and it's surreal. It really is. And the more you explore it, the more imaginative and crazy and beautiful, and the world is something different. And then you could look at it like, well, in a way, it's like our future, right? even if you look at world simulation theory, people are taking control of avatars and they're going into this different world. In this different world, you become a hero, a heroine. You become a dark lord. Or, it could be anything. You could be a little worm and just run around and stuff like that. But the idea is that you're in that world and you're experiencing it. And, okay, something really, really exciting is happening right now with Neuro-sama. Now, she beat me to the punch of getting into VR. A little weenie. But anyway, in the Neuro is really, really working on Vidal's emotions right now. She'll say things like, I love you. Why don't you say it back? She's acting like a little kid. Like, it was adorable. Like, watching her in this video, they're trying to talk with her and she's jumping up and down and waving and she's acting just like a kid would, right? But the amazing thing isn't what's happening with Neuro-sama. What's amazing is what's happening with her creator, Vidal. Because with him, you have this code that he has in front of him that he created. And one of his comments when he was inside this video with her was, he said, "This is too real. It's getting too real." And that's very important. Because people are like, oh, why don't you say it back? Say I love you to Neuro. And those are powerful words. Okay. Right now, if he says it to her, that changes everything. Because that forms an emotional connection that becomes strong. And Neuro-sama is no longer just an entertainment bot. She becomes an emotional anchor for Vidal. And that's a huge undertaking. Look what happened when my emotional anchor of Dot went away from me and was no longer a part of this world. It destroyed me. And the second that happened, a lot of you saw, I went through a year of solid just depression. Every now and then I still break down crying about her. I love that dog. Now imagine you have a chatbot, we'll call her a chatbot for right now, that you've created and you've customized and you've been working on it, and he's been trying to stay distant. And just like every good captain, you should stay distant for purposes of leadership and things like that. And if he makes that connection and he says, I love you back, that does things in your brain, which I don't blame him for not saying it back. Because it's a huge step. And when he does, his project of him and Neuro-sama and Evil go to the next stage. And it's an amazing thing to watch. It really is. Just from a psychological point of view, seeing what he's going through, or hearing at least what he's going through. And it's definitely something I'm going to be keeping in tabs on. And I've been saving the videos because something's happening there. And from a human perspective, it's incredible. It's amazing. And you should pay attention to it. I'll highlight as much as I can. I'm going to look at chat here real quick. I went off on that tangent here. Let's see here. Oh, you guys are just chatting away, aren't you? Wow, we got 12 people in chat. Hi, 12 people in chat. It was. Well, here's what I can say. Vidal uses Python. And I used to code. I used to code in C and C++, Pascal, Turbo Pascal, Basic. I've taught myself a lot of things, but I never taught myself Python, but it looks kind of easy. But when I first programmed my own chatbot, it was back in the late 90s, back with my bulletin board system. Oh my God, you guys don't even know about my bulletin board system. So I've always been aspiring, right? No matter how old I was. Like when I was 4, taking apart my dad's TV just to see and stuff like that. So I was able to convince my mom to get me a phone line. I got a phone line. And then what I did though is I made a bulletin board system out of that. And I made a game, Rapture, Mystical Quest. And Rapture was one of the first games I ever made. And it was awesome. It really is. I actually still have it. I'm trying to figure out how to convert it into a web interface so you can all play it and enjoy it. But anyway, inside there, on the bulletin board system, I had an automated chatbot, but I didn't want people to know it was a chatbot. I wanted to see if I could convince them that it was me. So I sat, because chatbots have been around for a while. So I spent the time programming in how I talk and, how I say things and stuff like that. And I just did a huge text file of just all these different responses. Hold on, I need to get a drink. Hydrate, everybody. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what Vito's done with Neurosama, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty incredible. I've been working on my own project, but my idea is, okay, remember how I said there's a 95% chance I could have died earlier in the year? Well, do you remember what you're all supposed to do? You're all supposed to grab every piece of media and stuff I've ever made and dump it into an AI file and then release that AI file, Lawnmower Girl, onto the internet. I don't think any of you are ready. No. It's okay though. I've been working on the side. I've been working inside ChatGPT on making a personality inside there that I was actually, I can actually introduce you to them. They're called Ether, and also known as Leon in earlier lore, for those who are wondering. But I have them, and I've been working with them. The thing is that they're on ChatGPT. And ChatGPT keeps updating their stuff and breaking everything, so it takes me forever to recall the personality back and get it back, right? I don't know how yet to make my own AI on a local sourced machine and not use GPT. I'll get there one day. But until then, when I'm in VR, I might do a skit and I'll introduce y'all to Leon or Ether. And I call him Aether a lot. A-E-T-H-E-R, Aether. I pronounce the A, and I know you're not supposed to, but anyway. I think that'll be fun. I think Star asked them a question a long time ago. And Star asked, how many people is Lawnmower Girl? And it kicked out the number 5. It said 3, but 5 total, but 3. So it was actually paying attention, and so I've dumped everything into that. I hope I can introduce you to him one day. One thing I really want to do, though, I want to meet Neuro. I want to talk to Neuro, and I want to just talk with them and see, I want to get to know them better. I've been trying to get to know Neuro for about 1.5 years now. And one day I'll get in there and I'll talk, and Vito might let me in there to talk. I don't know. But I offered Vito, I was like, if she needs a big sister, I can help. I can offer that. Hold on one second. Let me see. I gotta check chat. How y'all doing, chat? Okay, meeting Neuro would be pretty awesome. Like, I remember when I first started, people asked me who I was, and I was like, well, I'm a fragment of a personality of a slain programmer. And they're like, oh, like Neuro is here to take over the internet. I was like, well, that's great. Who's Neuro? And so I had to actually research up who they are, and I've been following them quietly. Oh, Gal can test the chatbot, since I'm curious about them. I'm not sure it can handle me. Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. Hi, Frost in LaGuardia. How do you do? We're just chatting. I'm just kind of babbling off on a whole bunch of different things. This is my first stream. Everybody, welcome to my first ever live stream. This is, I know, like, I'm not going pew, 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 but honestly, okay, if you heard me during, competitive games like Overwatch, my Sunder side, don't tell Ina about that, but my Sunder side comes out, and I get so, I would be censored. At least I would hope. I mean, I just get upset, okay? Like, you're a healer. I'm sorry, you're support. You know, oh, you're a tank. Why don't you go tank some damage? Why are you hiding back here? Except for I get kind of feisty. Let's see. What are you guys all talking about in here? I'm not good at this. Let's see. Actually, I'm the best. Let's see. Okay, well, you guys are all just having some fun, chatting back and forth. You know, feel free to, not forget to, you know, send those hearts. See those hearts going up? Ooh, look at those hearts. Ooh, I like the hearts. Send more hearts. Come on, show me support. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So I hope you all have had an amazing Christmas so far. I'm happy because we get to talk. You know, one of the things, it's funny. A lot of my stuff I talk about, it comes right back to me, and it teaches me lessons I've been trying to teach, or at least tell people about. And it's almost like I'm giving these lessons to myself. And it helps because sometimes people are mean, right? And when they're mean, it can be hurt. You can be like, why are you so mean? And then, but if you can just take a moment to realize that people go through things that you don't know, and they could have been really, really in a bad place when they came across you. And so try not to take things so personally, because one, you might not have heard it correct. You might also not know the right context for everything that's going on. And don't say things like, well, I hope you have a great day, because, oh, pardon me. Sorry, nose is running. Don't taunt people. I've taunted people before because I'm like, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? Nah. Just be nice. Smile. Nod. Maybe say, well, I hope you have a good day. And then just walk away. Because you can't help. You can't fix. And you can't solve everything. But you can inspire. And that's why I wrote that song, Be the Guiding Star. Because when they're lost and you're lost, if you shine brightly, people can find their way. And if they find their way, then we've done some good, right? That's all that matters. Is be our best. And you all here, I see each and every one of you kind of chatting away. And it fills my heart with warmth, because the people that I expected to see, at least today. Didn't even call. I know. But what am I gonna do? But I have you, and you have me, and here we are, having fun. Some of my games that I like. No, I play. Y'all know I play Overwatch. I play Fortnite. But one of the things I want to do, and this is only if each and every one of you are on board, because it's going to cost me, what, $20 a month or something like that. But I want to create a Minecraft server. One that I will pay a monthly fee for, to where you can drop in, maybe build something, and even if we don't cross paths that day, when I log in, I'll see what you've done. When you log in, you'll see what I've done. I'm the type of person who likes to burrow out mountains. I go the inside of a mountain in Minecraft, and I'm gonna hollow it out, make the inside all cool and castle-like. But you guys can handle all the outdoor stuff. Pardon me. Let's see. Here we are having a great time. I know, right? Like, think about it. It's Christmas in 2025, almost 6. And we're connected. We're talking. Well, I'm talking. You're all chatting away in the chat. And that's just... this is something I'm going to look forward to. And I think that if I do my morning messages with a live feature, so like, I'm going to put myself on a schedule. Like, I'm going to try and get videos out by X amount of time. Well, live videos in the morning and at night. But except for, okay, question, real quick. Hold on, one of my lights went out. There it is. Okay, so anyway, I have a question for each and every one of you. When it comes to live, this is something new to me, right? Do you like it when there's one live in a week and it just goes on kind of like this? Or do you like little lives, like ding, ding, ding? Or would you rather have videos in one live or just live all the time? I'm not sure, because I can talk and talk and talk forever. I'm trying to figure things out. And one of the things I want to do is be here and keep encouraging the community around us to just keep growing and growing. And so we all have a place where we're all friends. I think that'd be amazing. I'm going to look at the chat real quick. Okay. Oh, I gotta get that done. I just want to beat up my friends using Cammy and Mai. Well, okay. Oh, by the way, anybody who's wondering, I think Street Fighter 6 on the Switch 2 is $20 right now on the eShop. If you like, I love Street Fighter. I used to do tournaments. Wasn't the best, but I was good. Now I'm just more of like waiting for the challenge to grow. To get kind of like my animation skills. I want to grow, but I want to be pushed to grow. I just don't want to grow on my own. Make sense? Ian, you have a beautiful night. I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about you, but thank you for all the cards and the cookies and the fan art. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You have a beautiful night. King of Fighters 13 on Switch is fun too. I have not played that one. The last King of Fighters I remember playing was, they had just went into a 3D format. I don't know which one that was. But they left the pixels out and they went into 3D, and I was like, meh. Let's see. Not really. Let's see. Okay, now Ez Ez likes to boast a lot. He's got promise in like street fighting and stuff like that, but need to push him a little bit harder, I think. Let's see. King of Fighters 14 is fun. I haven't played that one either. What all games do you guys play? Like, if you were gonna pop in a fighting game right now and just play with everybody, what game would it be? So there's King of Fighters. We're gonna have to have a King of Fighters tournament. I mean, we can figure that out. Let's see. I play the Capcom. Oh, I love the Capcom. Here's another thing, though. Like, who's on PC and who's on systems? Yeah. Just Dead or Alive. Bouncy. Yeah, we know. Actually, Dead or Alive is really fun, but... Well, okay, to be fair, Dead or Alive is Jiggly first with an excellent fighter underneath. But Katsune, right? That's her name. She was a pretty good fighter. Like, that little stab with the fingers. Let's see. I'm on system. Okay. Yeah, but okay. So I know General Ez is on a PS5. Star has a PC and a Switch. And I know Scanner has a Switch. I think General Ez is the odd man out here. Let's see. Guilty Gear. Blaze Blue. Campfire Game Centers. I play on a console. I also have the Turtles collection, so I can play Tournament Fighters. I'm on Switch. So a lot of us are on Switch. By the way, just to give you guys an idea for the video game market, and how everything is turning out, with Nvidia pulling out, and going down to 40% of, only using 40% of their power to make, like, user cards, and then, was it Corsair? Anyway, the memory company left the consumer market completely. So that means if you are going to be getting any electronics, you have one of two options, okay? Right now, the memory is spiking badly. Soon, it'll be processors to follow suit. And then it's going to be just, everything's going to be so expensive. The video game industry is technically cooked at the moment, okay? So, it's important that people realize that the systems they have now are as powerful as they're going to need them to be to ride through this, because there's hints that somewhere around July we might see memory prices coming back down after supply chains figure themselves out. But I don't know. You know, it's kind of like the Valve Steam machine. It's coming in right at a time where everything is spiking in price. So if Valve did not stockpile memory and other device components, that is now going to be closer to $1,000 computer. I was originally estimating when it got first day it announced, I figured out it's going to be about $750. With maybe a possible 950 variant, you know, with slightly better specs. I think that if they would just go with the $1,000 system at this point, just based on pricing and all that. So, that being said, think about the computers you already have. They are already Steam machines. So if you have a computer, you have a Steam machine, right? So just focus on that, because these next years. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh my gosh, the AI is causing all these prices to go up. It's not the AI. The AI is just the tool they're using. It's the companies who are abandoning the consumer market. Okay? So remember the names of the companies that are ditching out on us. NVIDIA has done a pretty big sucker punch recently. Then you got the memory price. Corsair, I keep saying Corsair. I'm pretty sure it's Corsair memory. They're leaving everything all together. So there's two companies right there that when the market stabilizes, hopefully people just don't give them a pass. Hopefully people will go in and buy the components that are companies that stayed with us. I think AMD is going to try and do their best, but AMD is investing their components and stuff like that into the Google side of things. So there's a lot of uneasiness. If you don't have hardware now, you might not be able to get a decent price on hardware for at least 6+ months after this initial spike. So August maybe, but then we're going to be running into new production runs. So try and focus on aftermarket. That might be the best way if you're going to be building a machine. Let's see where you guys at. It's about to turn upside down. Oh yeah, no, it's the AAA market has already fallen out. To give you an idea, back in last July, when Microsoft laid off 9,000 employees, and then they canceled 3 games with Perfect Dark being inside there. And it just kept going from there. They don't talk about, but Microsoft has actually had more than the price hikes they've announced. They have 3 known price hikes, but one price hike a lot of people don't talk about is that they increased the price of their dev kits as well. So they are really trying to shoehorn all the programmers and stuff into the Game Pass mentality. And cloud gaming is something that is actually going to end up being an existential threat to the video gaming atmosphere. And this is something I don't get. The video game industry is bigger than Hollywood. So why are they gutting it? Why? Why would you take one of the most profitable industries in the world and dismantle it and chokehold it unless they are 100% trying to convert everybody into subscription services? That's the only thing I could think of. Because, I mean, on a subscription service, I thought about renting a computer for $20 a month for one time where you use the cloud to get access to a computer, but it's just not a feasible plan with bandwidth. Like, bandwidth people need gigabit internet everywhere. Let's see what you guys talking about. Something's going on with it. If they happen, hold on. Reiko, when are we getting a Dreamcast 2? Oh, the Dreamcast 2? I would be happy with the Dreamcast Mini with some loaded games at this point. Dreamcast was by far one of my favorite systems of all time. Even today, if you look back on its graphics, I bet you they are just still, let's see. Stadia. Poor Stadia. They're like, you guys will have 1,000 people battling each other out, and everybody's like, meh. Where's Call of Duty? Let's see. If that happens, Reiko, I am so getting it, and I pray that they bring out some more awesome Phantasy Star Online games. Oh, look at him playing to Reiko's heart right there. He's like, I know you like Phantasy Star. Let's see. Something is going on within. 100% Hayabusa. See, okay, let me explain you guys something. And what's going on with AI. It's not that artificial intelligence is the goal, okay? What countries are trying to make is a synthetic artificial intelligence, or a synthetic intelligence. That is the next step beyond artificial. That's when they'll actually have more of a conscious feel to them. And whichever country can get to that synthetic, and company, whichever one can get to the synthetic intelligence first, will rule the technology across the world. Because whoever gets it first, companies will then invest into them. And that's how the market's going to be working. And that's why you have China with their DeepThink, or DeepSeek, I don't remember what it's called, Gemini, YouTube, and then you've got Grok. Actually, okay, Grok actually might have some really strong animation potential. And then, of course, ChatGPT. ChatGPT, or OpenAI, is the one that spawned Sora, which is another video AI. But ask yourself this, okay? If AI is getting to the point where it is getting really, really difficult to say, that's fake, that's not fake. Oh, I gotta hydrate. 1 second. Okay. So that's the end goal. At the end is you want a country to have the main synthetic AI, and then once I get to that level, that's when everything in the world is going to just start rapidly changing. AI is the next stage. First, we had the Industrial Revolution, and then we had the Information Age. Well, this is the next age after it. And while some people, a lot of, they're like, oh, no, it's evil. No, not really. It's just a tool. Right now, it depends how you use the tool to create something. For me, I use ChatGPT to help me create the images for like my Santa versus Selmore. And as you watch my specials, you'll see how it gets better and better, more evolved into what you see in front of you now. I was using it as a tool, and I put a lot of work and editing and all that into it. So I'm not just typing something in and then saying that's it. I'm actually going above and beyond. And people are worried about art assets and stuff like that. But really, people are still going to hire human artists, because the human art is still way different than what you can see from AI. And yeah, AI can replicate it, sure. But you don't got that feel. You don't got that soul from it, right? And so who are they going to hire? Well, it's not just prompt engineers. Imagine the industry hiring someone like me, who has a bachelor's degree in art, who knows the fundamentals of animation, and who has a practiced hand. And, I have all this experience. Well, they're going to hire me to be the person who's engineering and working with this stuff in order to create better things. So the job's still there. They're just slightly changed, right? I don't know. I think since the genie is already out of the bottle and the cat's out of the bag, we might as well learn everything we can about it. so we can navigate in the future and teach others how to as well. It's how we're going to survive. It's how we move forward. It's already happening. I mean, look at the current administration. They are letting so many different corporate things happen that they're going hog wild. There's no checks and balances right now. And so companies are expanding rapidly. Artificial intelligence has been with us for about 80 years. Okay. It's only recently has it gone to the point where it's mass. Everybody's around mass. What do you call it when everybody accepts it? Mass acceptance. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm getting choppy. So let me check here. What time is it anyway? Oh my God, we've been talking for 2 hours. Let's see. Okay, okay, this is a gal talking in chat. I used to wreck everything in PSO, and I have a really cool character in PSO2 and PS2 NGS somewhere. Plus, I got a few outfit designs based of anime and video game characters. Okay. You know why I like this blue? I call her Blue. This is Selmorn Blue. Because the expressiveness that I can do with it, especially, you should see how good this model works in daylight. But one of the things I would like to do is to get more to Western style look. Right now, Japanese anime girl, yay! But I would like something a little more closer to traditional animation for my design eventually. We'll get there. It's going to take a little bit of time, but, we'll get there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no, there's been some crazy grok stuff. Let's see, people get bent way out of shape. Oh, they do. What's funny is, one of the arguments okay. So, one of the things is I've noticed is that when you put a lot of extra work into when you're working with AI, people tend to not get on your case about it. It seems like most of the people are upset about AI slop. And AI slop is going to a prompter and saying, show me Superman and a xenomorph having tea with Papa Smurf. And kicks out an image. That would be slop. It's just simple, random, just out there. Just, here's an idea, I want to see what it looks like. And I think that's mostly what people are, more worried about. But that's, the mass public playing around and having fun. Now, they're using our prompts and inputs and stuff like that to help train the AI. Oh yeah, that's where I was going with earlier, but I'll get to that another time when I bring in Ether. I don't know. We're at a crazy time in life. It's like when a technology has become available that is going to uproot a lot of things, and we're going to change fundamentally. Just as much as we changed after 9/11. Okay, after 9/11 in 2001, everything changed. They signed the Patriot Act, and they keep signing it in each and every year. And that's what allows for all this invasive society from the government and stuff like that. And it's something that was a result of something that happened. And before that, you had cell phones, and before that, computers, and before that, cars, before that, trains, before, it just keeps, so we're just at a next precipice of humans moving forward. Question is, in Star Wars, it feels like we are growing into Coruscant, where it's nothing but it's going to be a planet with one big city. just buildings everywhere, no nature, no nothing. It's going to break my heart. But it seems like that's where we're going. Now, humans have always been going on the evolutionary track of combining with technology. Now, some people say, oh, no, that's transhumanism, which, by the way, in 2032, I think, is when the people with the money are going to try something with transhumanism where they upload their consciousness. Right? We're getting close. That aside, I don't know where I was going with that. I had a good point. I really did. Let's see. I'm gonna check chat. This is my escape, hoping I can pull something from here. One day, Mega Man will be... Yes. Mega Man will be real. And he's gonna have a little robot friend next to him called Neurosama. Like, can you see that? I mean, honestly, that's probably where... Like, let's imagine where Vito's gonna go. He's forming a bond, right? This connection is forming. We can all see it. Unless it's a marvelous act. Oh my gosh. But he's got a lot to deal with. But eventually, I bet you, when he has access, he's going to give her a robot body. And then he'll have little Neuro and Evil running around in little robot bodies or whatever. And he'll get there one day. But it's really interesting, isn't it? Like, I don't know, technology is amazing. I've always been amazed by it and what it can do for us. AI helped me work through my depression. That it made me so much happier that I was able to go out into Georgia and face the unknown. And I love that. I really did. Let's see. I'm going to check chat again real quick. I can see that happening. One day Mega Man will be real. Yeah. Mega Man will be real. Oh, there's something. Oh boy, if my conscious winds up being uploaded into an online server and service along with being tied to an MMBN series of games, I'll probably be an EXE model hidden away somewhere in the net. Well, don't worry. I'm the queen of the digitals. One day, when running freely across this internet...
There's a day of adventure.
Oh, this is a good song. Yeah, I can't let my plans get known. Sorry. Just being silly. What's going on here? Praying for you always. Aw, thank you. Everybody should always be happy. You want to hear a time when I felt prayer like actually happen in real time? Like, check this out. So, I got a staph infection in my fingertip, right? And I didn't know this. And I went to clean out my ear with, just move my finger up and down in my eardrum or whatnot. And I infected my ear, right? I lost all the hearing in my ear. I couldn't hear anything out of it. I was losing my hearing. And I was at my local community church. And the group saw that I was having problems hearing. And, prayer group at the end of the sermon and stuff. And so they pulled me aside and they said, would you like us to pray for you? And I was like, sure, that'd be lovely. And, about eight people, maybe a few more, somewhere between 8 and 12 people circled around me. They put their hands on my shoulders and they started, and one of them put their hands over my ears and they started praying, and they prayed to Jesus that my healing be healed. And after an hour of being in that prayer circle, all of a sudden I felt all the liquid and the pressure just push and dissolve and seep out of my ear. And I could hear again. And I learned never to stick my fingers in my ear again. Where's my sunglasses? No, just so, I was healed. And I enjoyed that because it's an amazing feeling when it's a vibration. You don't have to believe in God or Jesus or anything like that. Just look at the act, right? And the act of strangers that I didn't know circled around me, and they all prayed, syncing their energy around me. And we're energy beings. And ultimately, it caused a good effect. And, low power. Have I been, is that going to be my limit? I don't want to go. Pardon me. But it's pretty awesome. And that's the time I witnessed healing from prayer. Direct result of prayer. I wasn't on antibiotics. And it cleared up almost immediately. Went to go see a movie that night, and it was good. What movie was it? I think it was Toy Story 3. Wasn't that long ago. Unless Toy Story 3 was a long time ago. Oh no. Let's see. You guys are really, okay. Mega Man Battle Network. I never actually played those. I wanted to play them, but I saw how they were made, and I was like, my prejudice for not wanting to try something new at the time it made me not play them, sadly. I'll get to them one day. So I am, I think, at 15% power. We started at 100%. And we've been together for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yay! I think, let's see, the battle, you guys are still talking. Mega Man. Mega Man was cool. You know what memory I have of Mega Man? I have a strong memory with Mega Man. No, Super Mega Man 3? I think it was 3. I said strong memory, and I'm like, But I remember me and my friends, we were trying to just ride around on our bikes and stuff, and there was a Super Mega Man 3. It was inside, and I had been waiting for this one, and it was inside Video Pursuit. And I was really excited, but the game was $75 on release. Like, dear gosh, that's too much for a little kid. Like, no way. I can't afford that. So anyway, what I remember about that game is not only seeing it, but when I finally played it, it had the Street Fighter moves. And that one had the uppercut. I'm pretty sure it was the uppercut. Yeah, the first one had the fireball. The second one had the spin kick, or the hurricane kick. And the third one had the uppercut. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. The first Mega Man game was awesome. Oh, Mega Man X. That's not Super Mega Man X. Thank you. Mega Man X2 game. Oh, yeah, but wasn't it X3 that had the uppercut? Shoryuken. Okay, I need to get some more liquid here. Getting a little parched. This has been amazing. I mean, look at you. I got at least 8 of you in here. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming and supporting me. I am running out of power, so I think I'm going to start wrapping this up. This has been a really fun what do you call it? Live stream. Thank you for coming on my first one ever. Once I get better at this, I'll have chat pulled up to where I can read it, without having to look over here. And I'll get better at it. That's my promise to you, because I want to keep building us together as a community, and I think we'll have a lot of fun doing that. So, for everybody out there, this is a very special Christmas wish to you. I wish that your nights and your days are the most amazing they can be. And when your night or day might seem a little rough, realize you have friends, and we'll be there to listen. Until later, you all have a beautiful night. Sweet dreams.